brush it and it would just leave me when I brush it. But in general, I just use my fingers. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should invest time and heat damage. But I don't know if brushes can also damage your hair. My brush has things, but she is fighting through her hair, and she's trying to come on the other side, and she's seeing the signs, and she's following, and she's doing the things, and it's just so incredibly time. And she's like, I did this thing today, and I'm like, well, that's awesome. That's one more, it's just, I don't know, it's fascinating because I'm not going to I am blessed. I'm so incredibly blessed that I want to be in the shit. I'm, you know what I mean? It's just like I'm tied to the past, and it's having that clarity. I think that you're able, to see that you can avoid. It's all about just staying in flow. Yeah. Well, you've said a couple things that I want to come back to, if I may, that I think are. And one is you talked about taking off that backpack, and I think set of fears, whether they feels like we were born with them, like they're a genetic. Sometimes there's a genetic, component to it. Getting out of an abusive relationship, and when we are willing to just meet the fear, and we're maybe big.
It's like when windmills exist, like they do okay, but again, like what is the has to be. It is the most efficient source of power. It is the safest form of power known to mankind.
A genius breakfast trick everyone should know.
Larry, not to put you on the spot, but
I'm going to start by slicing 150
keys in this. Aren't you in the process of getting some stuff done in that area?
Oh.
Oh, is that right? So things have changed or something? Okay.
Yeah, I'm doing other stuff now. But,
okay. Only reason I said that is I didn't know what you thought of some solutions for this. But yeah.
And so there's things.
Good morning, Miriam. Welcome to your morning meditation, Miriam.
Thou art Yahweh. Thou art Eon, Apophras wrong. Thou hast distinguished between the just. Thou didst form men to love one another and to hate one another. I am Achav the Konsu, thy prophet, unto whom thou didst commit thy mysteries, the ceremonies of Hem. Thou didst produce the moist and the dry, and that angel of Ptah, Apophras wrong. This is thy true name, handed down to Lathan, Arbeu, Abeu, Phoebe, Theaof. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on by land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spirit I invoke thee, the terrible and invisible God who dwelleth Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry, of whirling air, and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. Dash Om Isak Dabaoth. This is the Lord of the gods. This is the Lord of the universe. This is he whom the winds fear. This is he E-A-O-U, Hey-U-Ray, E-O-U, Hey-U-Ray, E-Oft, E-R-A-O, E-O-O-U, Abra-Sax, Sabri-Am. Is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. I am he, the begetter and manifester unto the light. I am he, the grace of the worlds, the heart girt with the spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry scourge of God may be obedient unto me. E-R-O Sa. Now, today, we are living in an age which is quite peculiar, because in the world of science, there are no longer any secrets. Because the dawnless ritual, the Kabbalistic cross. Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller and taller. You are as big as the house. Bigger and bigger. The earth is getting smaller. Your head is now above the clouds, held among the stars. The earth beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, imagine with it, bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Atto. Texas. Descends imagining that your voice carries forward to the end of the universe. With dagger still extended, or circumambulate to your right, to the south, and make a vanishing pentagram. That is, starting from the lower left and moving to the upper center. And with a central Adonai. Each pentagram remains a flame and is connected or move to the west. With arm and dagger extended, make the as you once again score the dagger in the center of the star, vibrate the God name. Yeah. Now turn to the north. Dagger still extended. Make the same type of pentagram. Thrust the dagger in the center of the star and vibrate the deity name. Allah. With arm and dagger still pointed, return to the east. Complete your circle of flame by bringing the point or dagger to the center of the first pentagram. Pause a moment. Imagine, and above all, realize you are standing in a flaming circle with beautiful fiery pentagrams. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Mia. Before me flames the pentagram, and in the column stands imagine yourself beginning to grow taller. The earth is getting smaller. A small, revolving ball beneath your feet. scintillating white light. Visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Right hand slightly above your forehead. Which means thou art.
I think it's especially nice to be able to help others.
The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus.
It's the bedrock of our civilization.
As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malku. Meaning the kingdom. Visualize this brilliant shaft of pure light to the right shoulder. A sphere of light is formed just move your right hand across your body. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word the Vidula. And the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light.
The Negro can prove to the white man.
Now, vibrate the final word, La'olam.
And you know, it's also stupid. Thinking about this in that way. Forming
Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. Michael. At my left hand, Ori. In the column stands the six-rayed star. Malchus Vagabura Vagadula Vagadula Amen. Amen. Thee that create the darkness and the light. Thou hast distinguished between the just and the unjust. Thou didst make the female and the male. Thou didst produce the seeds and the fruit. Thou didst form men to love one another and to hate one another. I am Ahaf the consul of Hem. Thou didst produce the moist and the dry, and that which nourisheth all created life. Hear thou me, for I am the angel of the Ptah. Set hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of God may be obedient unto me. The terrible and invisible God who dwellest in the void place of the Spirit. Go, Abraham, so thou Mudori fell one, hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a scourge of God, may be obedient unto me. There, Abraham, Ariodum, Babylon, Balbin, Salonine, Arthen, Eof, E, Photeth, Abrasax, R-A-O-O-U, Ishure, mighty and bornless one, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, I invoke Kotham, hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, hear me. Aftam, Abaftam, Bashom, Isak, and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. E-A-O, Pe-U-Re, E-O-U, Pe-U-Re, E-Oft, E-R-A-O, E-Abras, O-O, Oof, A-Day, A-Do, La-La-Lai, Ga-E-R, R-A-P, Diathana, Thoron. I am he, the born fire. I am he, the truth. I am he who hate, that evil should be wrought in the world. I am he that lighteneth and thundereth. I am he from whom is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. Fester unto the light. I am he, the great serpent is my name. And make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. E-R-Sabao. Such are the words.
Hello?
Wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dust, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, ship of Rome, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the shrine which standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance, wherein Ptah floats over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of news. I raise up flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountain, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Kepler, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, lord of the city of the sun. Is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth. When he created his works. I am eternal. Therefore all things are as my designs. Therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, or light, or power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi. Thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that walkest between the light and the darkness, rising, ascending, its bosom, and earth has never nourished changeless Godhead of light. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, session. It is important that all the exercises on all of these tapes be performed regularly. Sooner or later, to offer up a prayer of thanksgiving at the opening of each practice session. To compose the kind of prayer that suits you, and rather than follow slavishly some already existent prayer, no matter systems, metaphysical or occult, relaxation of physical and mental tension is considered a prerequisite. Unfortunately, most systems contain only a rudimentary technique inadequately developed for the use of the new student or beginner without any assurance that it will produce results. I want to present a time-honored viewpoint that is repeatedly confirmed with usage of the newer scientific. First of all, the student is to lie down on his back on any hard surface or on a table covered. A well-carpeted floor has been known to be most satisfactory. For some, a small cushion is permitted for the head. The hard surface supports the body. Too often, when lying down, we remain fully tensed when we should permit the muscles to loosen up altogether. Thus, we support our bodies with much too much tonicity instead of letting the hard surface do the supporting for us. He must give himself wholly up to it. A few deep sighs will prove of inestimable value. They should engineer some rudimentary, the big muscle separating the chest from the abdomen. What is in his imagination to the tips of the toes? No interest. On the other hand, however, if he has been taught the broad outlines relating to anatomy and physiology, he may find that knowledge useful. While lying on the back, a thick, large pillow should be slipped under the knees so that the knees are raised some few inches from the surface. This tends to induce a mechanical relaxation of the spinal muscles. Let him now cross one ankle over another, the heels resting on the hard surface, and fold the hands over the abdomen by interlacing the fingers.
Bro, you gotta fucking stop.
Consider the brain by visualizing. Everyone has at some time or other. Imagine now that the brain is a mass divided with a little bulb at the back. The entire surface of these structures is marked by numbers of lobes, convolutions, and depressions. Try to feel that this brain, normally white and gray in color, becomes pinkish in hue as you think of it. This visualization dilates the blood vessels in the head, automatically directing an increased blood supply there. This creates warmth over and above the normal amount, and this radiating outwards to surrounding structures produces a relaxation. Maintain this visualization to become aware of some kind of sensation in the head, subjective sensations of warmth and tingling. These are not wholly subjective. Biofeedback experiments indicate that the temperature of fingers or toes using this method may be increased by a degree or two. Relaxing the entire body thoroughly in this way will also be found a distinct stimulus to the maintenance and or recovery of perfect health. Imagine next that the blood, which has been warming and so relaxing the brain, pours downwards from the frontal portions of the brain into the forehead, the eyes, and the temples, dilating the blood vessels there. Go through a similar procedure as previously described until you obtain that characteristic sense of relaxation. These are quite unmistakable of the induction of a local passing contemplation down, reflecting also on the inner ear mechanisms, the cheeks of the face and the nose. Imagine the blood flowing there, bringing about the relaxation of muscular and blood vessel tension by reason of the warmth induced by the surplus of blood in that area. Pause long enough until the appropriate reactions and sensations are clearly noted. Should your attention wander away to the events of the day, don't get angry or irritable. Wait quietly for a few seconds and gently bring the attention back to the consideration of the area in of these exercises and re-education. Bring the blood in your imagination to the lips of the teeth, the chin, and the angle of the jaw. This procedure having been applied to the whole head, including the back of the head, you should pause for a little while to become completely aware of the sensations involved. Also note that the entire body should have begun to lose its grosser tensions. Since the brain is the nerve center of the whole psychosomatic processes, so also will all other subsidiary parts. The neck is the next area to be considered. The student should visualize the windpipe with all its component parts by name, together with muscles and front, sides, and back of the neck. They should be imagined as turning pink due to the dilatation of muscles that, holding more blood, are gently warmed by its heat and thus being coaxed into relaxing. As the tensions begin to loosen, pass the attention to the powerful muscles of the shoulders and shoulder joints. Pay great attention to these, for they are unusually tense in most modern people, the price we pay for the benefits and stress. Let the attention slowly wander from the shoulders down the arm to the elbow, forearm, wrist, hand, and fingers, dwelling for a minute or so on each part, feeling a sensation of warmth and tingling, firmly telling each part to return the imagination once more to the shoulders. Visualize the entire chest cage. Within this cage are several large and important organs: the bronchial tubes, lung, heart, large arteries and veins leading to and from them, and the diaphragm. Also make note of and feel the powerful rib muscles which aid the breathing function. Just make a simple picture of this cage and begin to feel that slowly the blood pours into every dilated artery, vein, and capillary. The muscular walls of these vessels relax, enabling them to convey larger quantities of blood than before. This blood supply, a greater quantity in the chest, results in a diffused sense of relaxation. So far as concerned, A similar technique is to be followed. Thinking of the large areas which include the individual organs that you know to be housed there. Feel the warm descent of the blood and experience fully the sensation of aliveness that the consideration of those parts produces. As you practice, you will at first become increasingly each bodily segment, becoming aware of each separate organ rather as one does of each tooth if and when there is a toothache. This awareness is succeeded by a complete cessation, formerly standing outside consciousness, will fade utterly from view. Eventually, consciousness vanishes entirely, with a deep and abiding serenity and stillness resulting. Having completed the irrigation of the pelvic area, imagine the life stream of blood dividing into two powerful rivers, each sweeping down one hip and thigh. Consider the thigh as far down as the kneecap, in a manner applied to all other portions of the body until you become aware of the warmth and relaxation of the heavy, thick muscles. Then pass downwards with the mind to the ankle and finally to the tips from head to toe should take not less than a half an hour at first. More time would even be more satisfactory. As time goes on, less time may be necessary to induce relaxation, until finally the mere wish or thought to relax will spontaneously induce all muscles and tissues everywhere in the body to relax their chronic tension. The important factor, and skill is achieved solely by practice and constant repetition. In this way, a conditioned response may be built up with the almost instantaneous reaction that such reflexes have. Stand erect. Spread your feet slightly apart. Take a deep breath. Stretch and twist your body. Relax the muscles. Twist and stretch again. Relax. Exhale and let your body flop from the waist, dangling like a rag doll. And bring your body back into the upright position. Loose and relaxed, but upright. Exhale, let your body flop again. Inhale, coming up from the floor. Exhale, flopping forward. Inhale, up and exhale, flop like a rag doll. In, up, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. In, up, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. Wiggle your body up and down like turn it loose as if it were boneless. Let go completely. Arms, head, all loose. No tension. Let us dedicate this work to an awareness of the ever-living God by using an ancient prayer. Who should not praise thee, O Lord, is in heaven and in every virtuous and God-fearing heart. O God, thou vast one, thou art in all things. O nature, thou self from nothing, for what else can I call thee? In myself I am nothing. In thee, self, and exist in thy selfhood from eternity. Live thou in me, and bring me unto that self which is in thee. Lie down and make yourself comfortable. Become more aware of your body. Breathe easily with the lips slightly open. Wiggle around for a moment to find that one comfortable for you. Now stay in it. Do not move from it in any way. From this moment forward, remain absolutely motionless. Now try to feel let your mind roam freely from head to toe and back again. Slowly, deliberately, methodically. for the first time, you watch it let go and become soft and relaxed. Try to become keenly aware of all the sensations without trying to ignore them or to change them. Sensations in different parts of the body will come and go. Watch them. Verbalize and study what you do feel. Let your mind roam freely without becoming fixated on any one part of your body. make no effort to separate your mind, your awareness, from these bodily sensations. Observe the rise and fall of sensation without attempting to modify whatever may occur. This practice heightens the function that is called self-recollection, your body. Become aware of what is happening. Observe the rise and fall of bodily and muscular sensations. Don't attempt to modify whatever sensory phenomena may occur. verbalize. Express clearly what comes your awareness, what you feel. Realize that you are becoming aware of your body. You are really trying to become aware of what let your mind move around. Don't try to restrain it or to fix it on any one area or to any one sensation. Let your mind float around inside, from head to toes. Of your body. In the different parts of your body. Sense what is going on. Broad mental sweep. Become aware of the body as a whole. from the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. See what the body feels like. Try and feel what it's like. your awareness, what you feel. Realize that you are becoming aware of your body. You are really trying to become aware of or to any one sensation. Let your mind float around inside, from head to toes. The difference in the different parts of your body. Sense what is going on within your body. Now stretch and twist and enjoy the feeling of your body on the surface. Try and feel what it's like.